What's up, everybody? This is Zara here for another episode of the wrap-up review series. Um, Here to review Lego Batman, the video game. I just got finished with it. Um, in the game, uh, first let me say this. Now, I mentioned this in one of my channel updates. Well, like my latest channel update, but I don't think too many people watched it. So just in case, um, I had to turn the music off in the game. And here's why. Last year I played Lego Harry Potter, and I had gotten a ton of copyright strikes from me playing that game and having the music on, which I don't understand. I mean, like, the music is in the game, so what the fuck, you know what I mean? But like, what I had to do in order for for anybody to watch it was that I had to go and replay those parts, re-upload the videos with the music turned off. So what I did at first with this game was that I uploaded two parts with the music on, like, just to see if anything would happen, and it did. I ended up getting 2 copyright strikes on those videos, so I don't know if anybody will be able to watch them or not, but like, just based on what they told me, that the strikes won't be counted against me, and that the video is still viewable worldwide, so that's a good thing. But just in case, so that I won't have to deal with all those other copyrights, I just decided to turn the music off like around part 3, and that's pretty much what it is. So I apologize for that. But yeah, Lego Batman, the video game. The Lego series of games are pretty much just parodies of games that have came out, with the exception of this one, because this came out, because even though it had references to Arkham Asylum in it somewhat, this game was out a year before Arkham Asylum came out. Tongue twister. But yeah, the storyline of Lego Batman, the video game, well, there really isn't a story to it, because like when you start a chapter, as you see, like in chapter 1, it's about like the Riddler and all the other well-known villains from the Batman series, like the Joker, like Two-Face, Catwoman, etc. The Mad Hatter, all those guys, Bane, they're conspiring to pretty much get rich or take over the world, and that's pretty much it. The gameplay of Batman is pretty much you and Robin, and you have the option to switch in between Robin and Batman as you play through these stages. Now, the game is a platformer, but what they did is that they added like this arcade shooter, I guess you would say, like this mini game style shooter, using like the Batmobiles and the Bat ships and like the Bat boat and things like that. Like, just to break away from the repetitive platforming gameplay that you're gonna deal with. So back to Batman and Robin. But yeah, as you play through these stages, you'll be able to switch between Batman and Robin. And one thing I liked about this game is that it emphasizes on the fact that this was the dynamic duo, because you have to use the teamwork between Batman and Robin in order to progress through the stage. You know, at points you would have to use Batman to try to get up to this platform, and you would have to um, unlock this barrel that's going to like burst into a bunch of Lego pieces, and then you would have to go over there and buy it, and you would have to build something with those Lego pieces, and then that would help Robin get up to where Batman is, etc. And you know, that's pretty much the platforming section of every stage in the game, and it gets kind of repetitive, you know, after like what, the third stage. You know, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah. Moving on. The bad guys in this game are pretty much reskins. You know, like just things with different costume changes, but they do the same thing. You know, they pop up out of the middle of nowhere. They have a gun. You can toss the batarang and knock the gun out of their hand, you know, like in classic 90s Batman fashion. And you could just kick their ass. And they'll burst into a million pieces. But, yeah. Also, in this game, it features like various types of suits for either Batman or Robin. Like there are going to be some obstacles that you're going to need to get over, like whether it be Batman in his flight suit to help you fly over to this next platform, or whether it be Batman in his demolition suit, and you have to blow up the red and black blocks in order to unlock whatever is inside of those chests to help you move further into the stage. Or whether it be Robin and his bio suit that can help you get past these uh, these toxic pools of you know, sludge and poison, things like that. Or it could be his Robin in his magnet suit, which can help you scale up these metal shafts or walls. And you know, like there's other things like it's gonna be spots that only Batman can use. For instance, like Batman, like he can use his grappling hook, like he can double jump to help, you know, like pull down some platforms, or to help like swing around like Spider-Man, you know, so he can get to the next platform and such. And Robin, like he's good for the travel shoots, as well as walking on tight ropes, you know, and other things as well. The combat system in the game is, you know, like something simple. You know, like they didn't really intend for this game to be played by, you know, like a mature audience, obviously, because the puzzles and such in this game are extremely, well, not extremely simple, but they are simple. And they're pretty much like the same thing over and over again, you know, like I said before, where you jump to this platform, you have to hit this switch, and once you hit this switch, something else pops up. Then you have to build this so Robin can get up there, and then eventually you both land on two buttons and you're able to escape to the next stage. Yeah, it gets repetitive at times, but I'd have to say that I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed that Battleship game that I played last month for sure. But you know, I just played through the initial storyline, and that's all I recorded. But this game does have some post-game content. For example, like once you beat the game, like you can go back and you can customize, you know, like either Batman or Robin. You can dress them up as either like Scarecrow the Joker, uh, and, you know, like Bane, so you can access these areas that were in these stages that you couldn't access before, because you need, you know, different characters with different attributes and skills in order to access those areas. And also, there's like some good post game content in the game, uh, which unlocks other bonuses, which I didn't bother to record or do. There's the Arkham Asylum, which has the same stages as, you know, the initial playthrough of the game, but from what I read, you know, like I said, like I wasn't finna play the same stage over and over again. But from what I read, like if you do Arkham Asylum, you know, like maybe you'll get some extras and some bonuses, you know, that you can unlock. And things like that. So overall, I think it's a fun game. I think it does a good job with referencing the dynamic duo teamwork factor between Batman and Robin in order for them to, you know, like just to overcome these puzzles and these like platforms, so they can help each other, you know, like make it out of that stage. Um, the boss battles are good. Well, not good, but, you know, like they're okay. Uh, the game does give you a break from the platforming section by turning it like into this like mini game shooter using either the Batmobile, the Batboat, or the Batplane. And yeah, like my negatives that I have are that, well, somebody's calling, not answering that. But yeah, the negatives that I had is that sometimes like the game actually glitches out. A few times when I was using Robin to try to scale up these metal walls, he actually glitched through the screen and he fell through the platform and he ended up dying. Now, one thing about this game is that you pretty much have an unlimited amount of lives in this game, because you can die as many times as you want. Like the only penalty that they give you is that they is that you lose a little bit of your money, but like the game is extremely broken in some aspects, because your health is 4 hearts, and let's say that you were down to like your last heart, where you could just jump off the cliff or something, and, you know, like just respawn with full health. I kid you not. So yeah, so there's like literally no penalty for dying in this game, and that's whatever, you know. But, you know, like I said, I did like it. It was fun for the most part. I did enjoy it. It was a fun ride, and I hope they fix these problems in Lego Batman 2. Um, you know, oh, and there was one more negative that I had. I'm glad I thought about this before signing off. Um, you can switch between Batman and Robin, as I said, but the characters have to be in a relatively close proximity of each other in order for you to do that. Now, like what I think they could have done, and like what they might do in Lego Batman 2, is that they should have allowed you to switch in between characters anywhere, because that would make for some interesting puzzle solving had they done that. So who knows? Like maybe they change these things up in Lego Batman 2, but we're just gonna have to see now, won't we? But yeah, my final thoughts on Batman is that it's a okay game. You know, there seems to be like a good deal of some post game content in here. Some nice extras where you can play as the villains or as some other superheroes such as Nightwing, etc. That's pretty cool. Although they do cost money in the extras menu, yeah, and they are expensive. Like you can play around with the customization. You can turn yourself into a villain. And you can use them to go and replay some of the previous stages that you have played. And yeah, it's pretty fun for the most part. I liked it. I did like it, but it is repetitive, but it's enjoyable. Because they do give you breaks with the mini games in the game. So yeah, breaks when you need it, I might add. So my final score of Lego Batman the video game would be, I would say 6 out of 10. At least 6 out of 10. It's fun. It's not, so repetitive because they do give you those breaks that you need, like from the platforming section and those repetitive, ways and such. But yeah, 6 out of 10. Lego Batman the video game. Hopefully they fix those little bitty problems in Lego Batman 2. But that's it for the wrap up review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Still getting used to being in front of the camera, so forgive me if I'm not as good as somebody else that you may have seen on YouTube. Hey, I'm still learning. Work with me. We'll get there together. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.